The House with Velvet Bones. When Elias arrived at the Theater Renaudin, the sun was just a red slit in the horizon, leaking light into the fog-drenched streets. The building stood like a mausoleum, tall, angular, dressed in Baroque stone and black marble, wedged between a collapsed bookshop and a gutted bakery. Once the crown jewel of a city that had long since exhaled its last breath, the theater now held only silence and shadows. His assignment was simple: spend 3 nights cataloging the remnants of the theater's archive for a grant-funded digitization project. The building had been sealed since 1958, when the final performance was abandoned mid-act due to a fire that left no visible damage. No photos remained, no cast lists, only ash on the rafters and a closed curtain that no one had dared to lift. The caretaker handed Elias a ring of tarnished keys and left without a word. The lobby was preserved under inches of dust. Crimson carpets, gold-trimmed mirrors, a chandelier of hand-blown glass that tinkled softly in a draftless room. Elias felt watched, though he knew the theater was empty. Probably. The archives were housed beneath the stage, in a sub-basement that sloped unnaturally downward. The stairs wept moisture. The walls held frescoes of faceless performers, frozen mid-bow or mid-scream. Each wore masks that seemed to deepen the longer one looked at them. He found the first ledger open, as if waiting. The ink had bled, forming symbols instead of names. A stage direction repeated itself across 5 pages. Enter left, do not leave. At midnight, he heard the stage creak above him. He ascended the steps and peered through the curtain. The seats were full. No faces, only outlines, as if the velvet had remembered them. 100 silhouettes slumped in rows, watching an empty stage. The air shimmered. Elias stepped back. The curtain closed itself without touch. In his room above the wings, the mirrors no longer reflected him. His breath fogged them from the other side. He found a costume laid across the bed, deep red velvet, trimmed with gold. It fit him. The next evening, a spotlight flickered to life when he entered the stage. He moved without choosing to. Each gesture rehearsed, though he had never learned the steps. The theater breathed with him, applauded without sound. He bowed once. The curtain shivered in approval. Back in the archives, every document now bore his name. Playbills, critiques, even letters in elegant handwriting. All spoke of his performances. Roles he had not played, dates decades old. One photo showed him in the velvet costume, younger, smiling. The mirror in the lobby now showed a painted set behind him. On the 3rd night, thunder cracked, though no storm existed. The chandeliers glowed red. The audience returned, more distinct this time. Pale hands, hollow eyes. Elias took the stage. A script lay at his feet. He began to speak. The theater listened. As he performed, the walls pulled inward, folding like curtains. The seats grew closer. The figures leaned forward. The building exhaled. Somewhere far above, ropes groaned. He forgot his name halfway through the act. When the final bow came, he felt velvet wrap around his ribs. The applause was deafening in its absence. Elias never left. Weeks later, the grant committee sent someone to check. They found no Elias. No equipment. Only the theater, immaculate, and a new playbill pinned to the door. Tonight, the archivist. Beneath it, a single line: enter left, do not leave.